Now, the opposition movement in Thailand has won a landslide victory in the general elections, paving the way for the country's first female prime minister. Yingluck Shinawatra, who's the sister of the exiled former premier Thaksin Shinawatra, looks set to win a clear majority of seats. But will that make political stability more or less likely? Our Asia correspondent John Sparks sent this report from outside Shinawatra Party HQ in Bangkok.
She was ahead in the polls, but nobody expected this. Yingluck Shinawatra has delivered a landslide victory and a firm rebuke to the army generals and establishment figures who openly backed her rivals.
It seemed a civilised affair, full of animated supporters at well-oiled photo ops. But this was a bitterly fought contest and divisions run deep. Voters went to the polls knowing election results are not always respected. And the threat of violence, like the chaos in Bangkok last year, hangs heavily here. She emerged from obscurity, well powdered and good in a crowd. We joined the 44-year-old leader of the Pheu Thai party on the final day of campaigning as she reached out to her core supporters, Thailand's poor, from the paddy fields and provincial towns.
She's been in politics for exactly 1 month. She's the ultimate political novice, but her campaign is slick, and she's clearly made a connection.
Her surge in the polls was laced with anxiety. The Shinawatra family is despised by members of the military and the ruling elite.
Are you worried about the possibility of a coup?
I think right now they want to make the neutral. So let's wait until the end of the election. So of course I will see them or him in one day.
Her main rival, Prime Minister Abhisit, was an awkward, uncomfortable campaigner. An Oxford-educated technocrat, he owed his position to various political shenanigans. He didn't hold a popular mandate. Will you accept the result of the election if it goes against you?
Everybody should accept the results of the election. It's a bit chaotic. That's what democracy is about.
He warned of instability, even violent conflict if the Shinawatra family returned to power. But the electorate discarded his message. Pheu Thai's victory marks an extraordinary comeback for this man, the exiled billionaire Thaksin Shinawatra. The former Prime Minister mobilised the poor with his populist policies, yet many accused him of corruption and authoritarianism. The military deposed him in a coup in 2006. Later, he escaped a jail term by fleeing to Dubai. The result? Years of political stalemate and colour-coded protests on the streets. It culminated in mass unrest and the deaths of 90 in Bangkok last year. Now, a new beginning. Prime Minister Yingluck, they chanted this afternoon. But will her divisive older brother run the show? He's already described Yingluck as his clone.
She's my youngest sister. She worked for me from the beginning. So I teach her, I train her. The working habit style is really exactly like me.
Exactly like him? Or independently minded? I asked her on the campaign trail.
I would go on my own and be leadership enough to make all the decisions with all the management team in the Thai party.
You will be in charge?
Yes, sure.
Well, we'll see. Her supporters have faith, but she'll have to tread carefully. Bringing home her brother too quickly will trigger more instability. Yet telling him to stay away could be even harder. Such is the burden of leadership. John Sparks, Channel 4 News in Bangkok.